Hi, welcome to my channel, Takia Katero. Today is September 1st, Monday, 2025. So I already have one video up for today. So go check that one out. So this would be my second video of the day. Before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Someone there's something about someone wants to test something. Like, it's essentially like they want you to prove who you are, or prove you are who you say you are, prove like a skill or a test that you have, or they want to test a skill that you have. They want you to like essentially perform for them, right? Like if you're a really like amazing talented chef, right, and you're well known for it, somebody wants you to be like, okay, well then cook something for me. Or if you are really good at drawing, I don't know, still life, portraits, whatever, draw something for me. It's something like that. It could be anything, though. It could be whatever skill and talent that you're being recognized for. Somebody wants you to, like, be a show dog, essentially. Right? If you can really jump for me. I don't know, there's something very, like, arrogant about this individual. It's a very, like, pompous, arrogant. It's kind of like, well, I have to see it for myself. And it's like, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You could keep it pushing. You could do that. Right? But, collective, you're not a show dog. Alright? You're not gonna jump because somebody wants you to, well, let me see. It's like, how about you don't see and say you do? Alright? So there's something like that going on. I'm thinking about something. Give me a second. Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling cards. This smells so good. So, did I do my thing? Before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. I think I did it already, but whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling cards. You know what? While I'm at it, I might as well just... Alright. Also, I got this new chair, and I'm really liking it because it's so comfortable. And it's like, it's just so nice and cozy. Like, it feels good. Like, if I was a cat, this would be the kind of chair that I would just, like, you know, nap on. Right? Place it right in front of the sun and just, like, nap. So, and I like it. I've been hearing that song again. Ooh, child, things are gonna get better. Ooh, child, things are gonna get brighter. So I don't know if that's just something you need to like be reminded of. The card says yes. It says yeah, like yeah. You could also be getting words of encouragement from an unlikely source, an unlikely ally, someone that you were like, oh, I didn't know you had that in you. I didn't know you had that kind of encouragement inside of you, right? So it's nice. It feels, it's nice. It feels good. So just be welcoming to that, right? Let it be open. You're gonna know too. Obviously, you're gonna know the difference between like, okay, that's fishy. Why are you telling me that? That's mad suspicious, right? Versus, oh my god, I feel that. Thank you, right? I just seen 555. Like you're gonna know. So you're gonna get like someone like actually, and it's something that's not, it's not fickle. It's not surface level encouragement. It's actually like oh my gosh, like you see me, and like that feels good. All right, it's something like that. So okay. Boy. What is that song? Boy. Oh boy. Boy. Oh boy. Boy. That is an old song. Where's my phone? You know what? No, I'm gonna. Hold on. Ew, I kinda wish I didn't look up. I can't even like talk. I kinda wish I didn't look up the song. Because I know the song. It's called Oh Boy. It's the clean version, but it's by Cameron. It came out in 2002. The lyrics to this is just... oh my god. I don't know what, but it looks like you got like a hood booger in your energy. Someone that is just for the streets, okay? Could be a masculine or a feminine. This is so stupid. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Yeah, you got a hood booger in your energy. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get back into your energy. Maybe they're out of your energy trying to get back in. But this is essentially an individual that is for the streets, shall we say. Okay, whether they are a masculine or feminine. I just keep hearing hood booger. Just I don't know. They want to be known, or they want to make like an entrance or an appearance, or they want you to notice them or look at them. But they're essentially like, because the way these lyrics are, my goodness. Killer, I'm not your companion or your man standing. Hit me when you want to get rammed and I'll be scrambling. Yeah, see, this person's no good. So you have an individual like that. This is just a little side note. This is not the whole reading, right? You have an individual like that trying to get in your energy. You're trying to... but I'm kind of getting look at me, but they're no good. So, alright, so we're going to say that we looked at you, but then we're going to keep it pushing, alright, just for the sake of that, just so you can get out of the reading. We'll say that we looked at you, alright, so you feel better, but that's all. That's it, that's all. No more, no less. No more, no less. Alright, what else? Used you for money, trying to trap you with the baby. So you have somebody that is... This could be that hood booger. Used you for money, try to trap you with a baby. Now, if this is an actual little bebe, right, trying to get you pregnant, or a woman trying to get pregnant by you, I'm getting trick energy as well. They're trying to pass off a problem on you, all right, make you deal with their problems, things that have nothing to do with you, okay? So if it's not an actual baby, it's like just it could. So the whole trapping with the baby, that could also be another thing for like I said, if it's not like an actual baby, it could be just like their financial problems are not your problems, okay? And it's like, no, okay. And this is like a karmic individual. Yeah. I feel like that's what the baby could be, right? If it's not an actual baby, it's just, yeah, someone trying to like make their financial problems your problems, or make you, or like have you solve their financial problems, and it's like, no. So this person doesn't have any faith. Well, they're really trying to push their way into your energy. It's crazy. This person doesn't have any faith. The faithless want you faithless. Alright, that's what's on the bottom of the deck. That's so weird, man. So not only is this individual for the streets, they don't have any faith. They don't have any money. They try to trap you, and one way or another, if it's not like a baby, it's just make you, you know, I have a problem, can you fix it? I have a problem, can you fix it? And it's like, no. So this is somebody that really wants your energy, really wants your attention, really wants you to look at them. But the only reason why, if you were to look at them, instead of them saying hi, they're going to be holding up a sign or holding up a bill. Can you pay this bill of mine? Can you give me money? Can you help me with this? That's what they're going to be doing. Alright. They don't have, whoever this person is, they don't have anything to offer other than probably, what did the lyrics say? Hit me if you want to get rammed in. That's it. That's all they have to offer. They don't have anything else to offer you. So they're for the streets. Right? I feel like there's like a sense of pride. Right? Some people just take pride in being like a hood booger. I don't know. I mean, you know. So this person could be, you know, they could take pride in that fast lifestyle. You're so proud of a lifestyle that's not even paying you money. You're so proud of being for the streets, but are the streets paying you? Are they lining your pockets? Are they putting money in your pockets? No. Because you got to ask someone who's not in the streets for money. But you're so proud of being in the streets, right? Because, oh, money, you getting money, right? You getting stacks and racks and bills, right? No, you're not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking someone who's not in the streets for money, right? And they don't have anything to offer you. So you would think for someone who's so proud for being in the streets, right? When you're living in that lifestyle, you can tell the difference between like a wannabe hood booger and someone who's actually making waves in that lifestyle, because they're not talking about it. And it's a whole different, you can just see the difference. This is someone who's like proud of being for the streets, but the streets is kicking their butt. The streets are just chewing them out, literally and figuratively, right? You're so proud of being for the streets, but where's the money that you're making because you want to be living in the streets in the fast lifestyle? There is none, right? You can't even do that right. 999 really slack over, no longer serving you. There's nothing that this person can give you. Either let this person go, or you already have let this person go. There's nothing for you with this person, and you know that, which is why you let them go, or you're realizing this, and that's why you're letting them go. Either way, this person's out. I'm hearing the word fuera, but the way that I'm hearing it is like when I was little, right? And I used to go to church all the time. I grew up Pentecostal, which is a very strict form of Christianity. Ugh. Anyways, so in church, right? And the pastor, when everybody would be like, when they would have like those heavy sermon nights, right? And the Holy Spirit is everywhere and blah, 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 right? And something that the pastor used to say, which is fuera, fuera, which is basically casting out the evil, the demons, the devils, whatever, right? Because they're all up. They're really, really feeling the Holy Spirit, so they just be all up, you know. So, which basically just means get out, right? But you have to say it with conviction. So this person is essentially being casted out of your energy. There's no reason for them to be in your energy. So they're getting out. They have to, if they're not choosing to walk out, it only takes, if you're like, okay, gotta go. The divine's like, okay, gotta go. That's it. This person may not, they may be like, I don't know, they're lingering. I think that's what it is. They're lingering, right? They're trying to like, you ever push someone outside of a door? You're like pushing them and they're trying to like, no, don't push me. And they're trying to like hold back. It's kind of like that. Like they're really trying to like do what they can so that way they're not being pushed out of your energy, kicked out of your energy, exiled out of your energy, and released from your energy. They're trying to like hold on. I'm seeing that one picture in the movie The Cat in the Hat, and they're doing like this one scene or whatever. It's like a whole skit, whatever. And then, anyways, like in the movie, there's like a show within the movie, and then within that show, there's like a picture, but the picture is a cat, and the cat is hanging on for dear life, and the caption says, "Hang in there, baby." Right? So I feel like this person is like hanging on, and it's just like holding on to like that little bit of that last thread or some shit left. Right? But it's so funny. You got people for the streets. Oh, the streets, we live. But they're asking people that are not in the streets for money. Right? And I feel like they think you're dumb enough to like let them trap you. Why would I let a bum trap me with a baby or with problems that aren't mine? No offense, but like you got to think about it. This person, these people, they have nothing to offer you, nothing to give you, nothing to like, they can't put anything on your table because they don't have a table, right? I'm not saying forever. They just, they don't even have a seed. I mean, they do have a seed, but it's not the seed you want, okay? So don't, anyways, they're really trying to hang on for dear life. Hang in there, baby. It's so funny. I want to see if I can look it up. There it is. This is it. This is the picture. It says, "Hang in there, baby." Yes, my love. Check on the table next to you. I knew she was going to ask, so I already put the water there. Yes, the water is on the table. Look, right next to you. I just heard even bums have a purpose. So that purpose could have been a lesson for you. This person could be a karmic feminine. She's obsessed with you. So this person could be a karmic feminine who's like a bum that wants to use you for money, try to use you for money, try to trap you with the baby, wants to trap you with the baby, won't leave your energy, won't leave you alone. Now this could be a woman who's like essentially like a bum, right? Maybe not a physical bum, but a spiritual bum, right? They can't create or manifest on themselves, so they have to like piggyback off of other people, right? Hop on someone else's back, right? Be friends with people who have things, right? Because that's the closest thing they could ever be to rich. And that sounds really sad. But in order for them to feel rich or feel secure or feel stable, they make friends with people like that, so that way they can, in a sense, live vicariously through that lifestyle, because they will never feel or have that lifestyle for themselves directly. All right, so this is something like that as well. So anyways, you could be a feminine, a divine feminine, and this is a karmic feminine that is obsessed with you. So if it's not like an actual baby, like I said, right, if they can't trap it with an actual baby, it's their financial problems. Money's problems, right? Which is crazy, because I feel like feminine or masculine, karmic feminine or masculine, I'm getting like this is a trick. Are they like, what do you have to offer? Now, if you're a karmic feminine, you have, they would offer their body up to a masculine, because that's all they can do, right? But if you're not down that way, then they can't do those, they can't flip tricks like that with you, essentially. All right? So I feel like they're trying somehow to find a way to be in your energy or stay attached to your energy, or for not to be released. But I don't think, they may not even understand. I don't think they're aware that they have already been released. And I think that is so sad. It's kind of like when you end a relationship with someone and you move on, and we'll use romantic relationships for this, okay? You get in a relationship with someone, you end things, you move on, you find another person to be with, right? You get engaged, you get married, have kids. Your life is amazing. You're feeling blessed, abundant, loved, right? But you still have someone in the background, like still, oh no, yeah, I still got a chance. And there's something very sad and delusional about that, because no, you don't. She's so cute. God bless her. Your magic can't be copied, LOL. So this could be a copycat who's a bum, or they're spiritually barren. Okay? Yeah, I think this is someone who's spiritually barren. That wax is gonna spill. Hiding their identity in plain sight. So this is someone that's in your face, trying to hide who they are, trying to hide their intentions. I'm getting the feeling that these are two different people. So you have an individual that used you for money, trying to trap you with a baby. I feel like that's a masculine. That's a karmic masculine. And I feel like she's obsessed with you, hiding their identity in plain sight. I feel like that's another karmic person. So you got a karmic, I feel like it's one karmic masculine and one karmic feminine. You got one karmic masculine that used you for money and try to trap you with a baby, and they're not trying to leave your energy. They're still trying to find a way to do this for you, to you, on you. And then you have a karmic feminine who is obsessed with you in like the worst negative toxic ways you can think of. And they don't want you to know that. Okay, because they're hiding that. They're like masking their jealousy. They're masking their obsession. So that way people don't pick up on it. People don't realize it. People don't know who it is. But I feel like you may already know who this woman is that is masking their identity, which is like they're jealous and obsessed with you. Hiding their identity in plain sight. So they're hiding their identity, but it's kind of like, maybe to other people they might not realize it, but to you it's like, there's no point in wearing that mask because I can literally see what's behind that mask. It's like so obvious to you. There's something that's so obvious to you. So obvious. It's so obvious, man. It's like, it's so obvious you should be ashamed, because like, you might as well just tell me up front that you're not cool with me, right? Because I know, I literally see this. It's in plain sight. It's right in my face. I see it. So I do think these are two different people. Karmic family. So these are people that are part of your karmic family. So let me explain that. Alright? Your karmic family. They are anyone. They could be your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, your friend, your coworker, your lover, your ex-lover, your ex whatever, the cashier at the grocery store. All those karmic people combined are your karmic family member. Those are the karmics. Your soul tribe are people that actually support you, uplift you. Like, you can, with your discernment, you will know the difference. Versus, oh, congratulations. Wow, yeah, I'm so happy for you. Versus, oh my God, congratulations. Yeah, right? You can see the difference. So your karmic family members are not, all of them are not like blood. You know how like when you go to a job and in the interview or whatever, right? Any company, they'd be like, oh, we're a big family here, right? Think of it like that. Now, nobody really is like blood related, but the dynamic, right? It's a work family dynamic, right? So it's essentially like that. So these people are part of your karmic family. They're here to teach you a lesson. And I feel like even bums have a purpose, okay? So you learned the lesson, okay? This was part of your sharpening your discernment. Like, let's see if you really know, right? But that's different from what I was saying earlier, from someone wants you to like be a show dog. Like, if you're really that good, show us, show me, right? That's a whole different thing, right? But this was just part of like, I don't know, your character development, essentially. Okay? This on card keeps coming out. This is the second time I've seen it. Not in this reading, but I've been seeing it pop up a little bit too much lately. And I'm not liking that. So this woman that is obsessed with you could be an aunt of yours, could be a coworker, could be a friend, could be a neighbor, could be a sister, could be a mother, could be a grandmother, could be the lady that works at the cashier. I don't know why I'm getting grocery stores, but we'll go with that. Alright? It's a feminine, right? She's biologically feminine. We'll say that. And this person over here, I was going to say this masculine, so this could definitely be a karmic masculine, right? They all have the same purpose, to bring you down. And I feel like you learned what you had to learn, and that was it. And then you released them, right? They were put into your energy for a reason. You learned what you had to learn, and then you released them. But like I said, I don't think they realize that their purpose has been fulfilled. Right? They taught you about betrayal, sadness, not listening to your intuition, not using your discernment, the dangers or the realities of casual romantic relationships or frenemies, something like that, okay? Or giving the benefit of the doubt when your intuition is screaming at you. Don't do this. Don't talk to them. Don't befriend them. Don't give her information. Don't give him whatever, okay? Lessons, right? Lessons. So you're good, though, because this has been released from your energy. You are protected. Told you. You are protected. You are protected. You are protected. Yeah, so I feel like that's also really important to know, because this feminine that is obsessed with you, who swears she's doing a good job hiding behind this mask, when she's looking at you and she's like, oh hi, but behind that it's like a really, really angry face like that. But it's like, you might as well Girl, you might as well take off that mask because I can see your face. I can see that you're grimacing at me. I can see that you're just looking at me with like a pure hatred and disgust. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Alright, so yeah. So I feel like because you're listening to your intuition and you're doing what you gotta do, right? It is essentially protecting you. Hold on, give me a second. Alright. Smells good. Actually, might as well do that since I'm here too. Alright. Alright. I gotta get used to the fact that this one it doesn't have arms. So my arms I'm just like, what? So. There's something about the night sky. I've been thinking about this dream that I had like a couple years ago. And I don't know, there was just I don't know why, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I was talking to this being in my dream, and I was asking the being, I was like, am I hallucinating? And they were like, no. And they were like this beautiful person, and they were like helping me clean. That's not the whole dream, but whatever, you know, but that's basically the whole synapses of it, so. But yeah, that was like years ago. Your light bothers their demons, yeah. But there's nothing that they can do about it. Like, it sucks, right? Because you're protected. There's nothing that can be done about that. Right? Hiding their identity, you see it. You wanting to use you for money, they can't. Trying to trap you with a baby, not happening. Right? Whatever these people are trying to throw at you, you're protected. So I feel like if these two people know each other, it could have been like a whole using you for money, trying to trap you with the baby, trying to be obsessed with you, trying to copy you, right? Trying to hide their intentions, but it's kind of like you kind of like seen it all. You sniffed it out, I want to say. You sniffed it out. You know what's going down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. These biggity dogs and biggity balls. Right? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. These biggity boys and diggity dogs. So yeah, these people are for the streets. Right? They're like, I was also seeing, I saw the word Bonnie and Clyde, right? So this is like a Bonnie and Clyde. If they know each other, it's giving Bonnie and Clyde, right? But what happened to Bonnie and Clyde? They ended up getting caught, right? Let me double check something. Because otherwise, how could they be so famous? I feel like villains get so famous because they get caught, right? You know what? I'm not gonna say that. They were ambushed by police and shot dead. So yeah, they got caught and died. So this is essentially like a Bonnie and Clyde dynamic duo. They're for the streets, right? Trying to live the fast life. It's so funny because how are you trying to live the fast life? Where is your money? You're so proud of living the fast life, but like, you ever seen a broke villain, a broke criminal, a broke thief, right? Like, what are you representing? What are you proud of? Right? You're so broke, you have to ask civilians for money. Aren't you stealing from civilians? Broke as a joke is what I'm hearing. That's so broke it's a joke. But where's like the haha part? Alright. Do some meditating. Do some meditating, alright? And it's really going to help you with the revelation of who this karmic feminine is that's obsessed with you. Not so much their identity, but as to why they're obsessed with you. Alright, because I feel like if you already know who they are, meditating will help you reveal why. But if you don't know, then you know. But if you don't know, my brain, if you don't know, then do some meditating so that way it can like just help you see what you need to see. Alright. And there's no one way of meditating. However you meditate is however you meditate, right? So. Also something about the number 23. Because last night, in my mind's eye, I saw the number 23, but it was like blue, but like also like on fire. Alright, I'll get one more and then I'll switch the decks. Karmic family. This card came out again. So these are definitely people in your karmic family. They're all just look at them as one entity, right? That one karmic aunt, that one karmic coworker, that one karmic neighbor, that one karmic cashier, that one karmic person you always see driving behind you, you know, taking the same route because you guys just end up taking the same route at that same time at work, whatever. Lump them all together, right? And view them as one entity. Because that's what that is. It's just one entity broken up in pieces. They're all part of the same thing. Alright? They're all your karmic family members. Alright? So, when you realize that, when you realize that, it's like, it's easy. Right? You'll realize that there's also something about, like, a lot of karmic people will flood you or be around you. So it makes it harder for you to really see who the real ones are, who's really part of your soul tribe, right? But when you start weeding all the karmic people out, oh shit, I just thought of something. There's, it's like all of these karmic people got gathered up in one spot, right? You put a bunch of liars together, it makes it easy to see who the liars are. You put a bunch of manipulators in one spot, it makes it easy to see where the manipulation is coming from. All of these karmic people, I'm getting it's a group. All of these karmic people that are part of your karmic family, they got grouped in one spot for you to make it easier to see who's who. And that was just like the icing on the cake because it was like, oh, you guys all suck. Release. You have been released from my energy. And that just made it easier. And I do, here's the thing. I think an entity did that. I think an entity deliberately bunched up a bunch of liars and manipulators that were in your energy because it might have been a little bit difficult for you to see who the liars and the manipulators are because everyone's scattered. So I do think that there was an entity that kind of pushed them all together. It was like, all right, here's a crock pot of shit right here for you. And it made it easy because everyone's lying in that pit. Everyone's lying, everyone's pointing the finger, everyone's using each other as a scapegoat. That makes it so much easier. Wrap them up and throw them out. Okay? So I think that was a gift to you. That was a gift. Right? And it was kind of like, I think the entity that did that knows how protected you are, and it was kind of like a peace offering. That's funny. I know who that is. That was a gift. Alright, so I'm gonna switch the decks now. The moon, defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. You're being defended in more than one ways. Now, you may feel like you have to defend yourself, and you should always have the ability to defend yourself. Absolutely, right? But I do feel like you have things protecting you, defending you, sticking up for you. I've been getting this feeling for like months, man, months, where it's just like a shield, like bodyguards, protection, like mostly bodyguards, allies. All right, I've been getting the words bodyguards, allies, shields. I've also been getting like cones, you know, like don't enter my cone. Right, my cone of silence. You ever heard that phrase, my cone of silence? Right, I grew up with that phrase, my cone of silence. Right, it's that's being my phone just lit up. That's being protected. You're being protected, and you may have already been intuitively picking up on this with that moon card on the bottom of the deck, right here, and you kind of just like, you may not. I feel like it's one of those things where you don't question it. You just, oh, it is what it is. Like, you just accept it. You see, defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. It's one of those things where you don't question, you just accept, right? Like if your mom or your dad or your caregiver or whatever, or God is telling you to do something, and you know it's for your highest good, it's for your betterment, it's for, like, you just do it. You just accept it. You don't question it. You don't argue it, right? You just accept it because you know it's God knows best, or my mom or my dad or my caregiver, whatever, right? Because you know, like, it's for your highest good. I'm getting something like the results speak for themselves, your life being the result, right? So that's why in the very beginning I was saying somebody wants you to like perform for them or be a show dog or something, or prove your talent or your skill. Look at hello, do they not see your life? That right there is the whole thing. It speaks for itself. Your life's, you know, your skills or your talents or your abilities, whatever. You don't need to prove them any further because your life is a product of those things. Those. Your life is a product of those things. It speaks for itself. Your life speaks for itself. Sorry. Hold on. You know, this couch feels like, or this chair feels like a couch. It's like soft. Whoops. My nose is itching. I had a very long day, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow. I feel like all my days are very long, but they're very, like, filled. So, but they're always different. Very long, very filled, but never the same. So, I feel like that's what makes it fun. Alright, let me get one. I got two. Elders, upright. Dark moon, reverse. Elders, birthed from seed within the belly of the moon. They are the wise felt touches over our hearts and felt deep within the mirror of our spirit. So you're definitely being guided, and you're definitely being protected, and you're definitely being shown. All right? You just got this deep knowing, this intuition. You just be knowing what you know. And I feel like that's why when certain things are being presented to you, shown to you, you just accept it. You're just like, okay, that happened. Okay, this is happening. Okay, that's that, right? It's just, and you know what's so crazy too? Believe it or not, that just makes things so much easier. Where you're just like, okay, well, you know, it just, it's like it's like a door just opens by itself, and instead of like being, oh my god, this is haunted, oh my god, what's that? You're just like, okay, that just happened, anyways, right? Or like you were washing dishes and a glass falls out of your hand and it breaks. Okay, so you sweep it up and throw it out. You're not gonna sit there and try and piece it all together. It's broken. There's something about something being broken. So it could be some sort of Bonnie and Clyde energy. They were trying to break you, or whatever they were trying to do to you, it left them broken. I'm hearing a lot of sirens in the background. Or they were trying to, like, you just, I don't know, there's something that it's broken, and you're just looking at it like, okay, well, that's broken. So you just threw it out. You just let it go. You're not, a glass falls and breaks, you're not going to sit there, oh, I got to pick up every piece and glue it together and fix it. No. A glass falls and breaks, okay, that's broken. Throw it out. Move on. Get a new glass. 4646. So these are just broken people that we're trying to get you to fix them, essentially. This masculine who's broken, could be financially broke as a joke, and trying to trap you with a baby. That didn't work. Right? What can a broken glass provide for you? You ever try to fill a broken glass with water? Nothing's going to stay in there. It's going to all pour out. So this man is a broken glass. This woman, she's a broken glass. How? She doesn't even have her own identity. She's obsessed with your identity. She's trying to copy your identity. She's a broken glass, right? You can't be friends with someone like that. They're going to copy everything you do and then be like, oh, that's mine. Right? So these are broken people, and I feel like when you realize your karmic family as a whole, they are broken, right? And I'm not saying forever. I'm not, no shade. I'm not dissing them. I'm not saying, oh, you shouldn't be friends with broken people or nothing like that. But I'm just saying your karmic family as a whole are broken, and you need to let them go. They need to fix themselves, whether it's their identity, their financial problems, their romantic life, their burdens, their demons, their traumas, their wounds. They're broken somehow. They need to fix it. You need to cut it. So you need to cut them out your life. Release them. They're broken. All right? That's not for you. And that's not a crime. You're not going to get judged in a court of law because you're not fixing a broken person. Thank you. And I feel like you need to accept that. Thank you. Okay? It is what it is. Just accept it and move on. Dark moon in reverse. In the dark of your hearts lives new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. Wow. These people don't want you to let them go. They're holding on. I've been getting a lot of MacGyver, Bob the Builder, Mix or Fix It energy, right? Welder, doctor, things like that. Things that put things together, heal things. Welders, they put things together. Doctors, they heal things, people. And that energy that you have, that healing energy, it's not for every broken soul. I hate to say it, all right? Because not every broken soul is a calling for you. All right? So I feel like when you realize that, oh, I don't have to save every broken soul. You're absolutely right. You don't have to. And that is not a crime. Right? You only go towards who you're being called to. right? And there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for whatever. These are broken. These are broken people, and that's not your problem. And I know that sounds really messed up to say. It does. I know how it sounds. All right? But you can't fix everybody. Okay? You can't. Right? You can't do that. There's something there's like no remorse to with these people. They don't feel bad. Right? And that's another reason why you're being protected from them. You're being shown who they are. Right? They want you to fix them, but they also want to spit in your face, essentially. They also want to... they don't care about you. They just want to just fix me. And then so that way they can go back to the streets looking brand new. In the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. The minute that you release these people, or the second that you did release them, it's like you've been able to breathe a lot of fresh new ideas, journeys, doors have been able to be presented to you, and you're just like, oh, this door, like I said, right? A door just opens and you're like, oh, okay, that just happened, right? You have a lot of doors that are opening for you, and you're just accepting it. It is what it is, because it's just, there's something like refreshing, and like you can breathe. You're not trying to fix everybody that's broken. Dark moon, in the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. Okay? That's what it says. You're not doing that. These people don't want you to release them. They want you to still be like, can you please try and fix us? Can you please try and fix us? And I'm not gonna fix you because you don't want to fix yourself. That's not my job. Right? So you're not doing that. I feel like the way your heart is set up, there's something, it's like it's always regenerating. All right, you have one of those regenerating hearts, right? And it's like, to these broken people, it's like they feel some type of way because it's like you can fix them, but it's like that would be depleting your energy. Okay, but the way you're set up is you are a healer, so you can heal yourself essentially. It's like, you ever see in those movies and shows where like there's like someone who has like fast healing, right? So when they try to drink alcohol, they're drunk for like a minute and then their body heals itself again. So it's essentially like that for you. So these people are like, so why can't you heal us, right? You can just heal yourself again. But that's so messed up. That's like a abuse. I feel like the way your heart is set up, there's always like something new blooming in it, right? And I feel like when you were trying to fix broken people, you didn't have enough to like keep up with the potential of your bloomingness, right? But when you released these people, when you stopped trying to fix broken people, and like, look at your heart is blooming. It's covered in flowers and ideas and possibilities, and you've got rivers, and it's like a whole terrarium in there, right? It's got its own life. All right, and it's crazy because as I'm saying that, my chest, it's so tight, it hurts. All right, it hurts right now, but I'm gonna keep going, and it is what it is. Oh, it's red now. The sun reverse came out on top of dark moon reverse. These people, they're like, they can't accept something. They're trying to hold on to dear life. They can't accept that they have been released and or they are being released. They can't accept that. They don't like that. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to know about it. No. Don't tell them, right, that they've been released. And that's probably why in the beginning I said they might not know that they've been released. But now that I'm thinking about it, They might have been told or notified or like, I don't know, they might have been told something, but because they're so in denial and don't want to believe it and still want to hold on for dear life, they're still delusional about it. That's why it's like sad and delusional about this energy, because it's like, yeah, they'll come back. No, you're not. The collective is never coming back. Alright? Yeah, the sun in reverse. These are karmic family. Right? Dark moon reverse, the sun reverse. These are people that are not... There's nothing new happening. There's no new chapters, essentially. Okay? It's like they closed the book on themselves. And they're mad because you kept your book open. You're like, I want to know what happens tomorrow. I want to know what happens for the rest of my life. I want to know what happens. And these are people that are just like, oh, same shit, different day. What's the point of wishing? What's the point of trying? What's the point? What's the point? And it's just like, well, geez. Right? So negative and depressive. They're karmic. For more than one reasons. You let them go. Broken, right? There's a difference between someone who is broken and wants to not be broken. They're trying and they're getting attacked and they're doing this and they're that. God, that's when God will step in and call you to essentially lift them out of perdition. Alright? That's a whole different thing. I'm not going to get into that, right? These are people that are broken, don't care that they're broken, don't want to try to get fixed, don't want to fix themselves, they don't care about none of that shit. They don't care. Can you fix us so we can go back to doing the same exact thing that broke us? No. Right? Go away. The devil. And it's been a long time since I see the devil upright coming out of my my readings. Because he knows. You better step down. You better step down. This is not the reading. My readings are not the reading for you to be coming out. The Queen of Wands reverse, I feel like that's the woman that's obsessed with you. You step down. Alright. So the devil upright came out. Okay, these are people that are in devil energy. Very obsessed, very toxic. Okay. They're like deliberately repressing and oppressing themselves, right? And choosing lifestyles and living lifestyles that keep them hidden and hiding and lurking behind corners and keeping secrets, and you know, we can't tell them about what we're doing behind closed doors with other people and blah blah blah. We can't tell them that, right? And it's just like, but heal us so we can go back and do what we're doing. But isn't that the same thing that got you sick? You want me to heal you so you can go back? Then when you get sick, what are you going to do? Well, we're going to ask you for help again. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Step down. Because we're not doing that. And don't get me mad. Because if I get mad, I will laugh first just to gear up. You know how like when you're turning a car, it goes ning, 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 right before it starts going. Don't. This is so stupid. I feel like the devil is looking like, but why? But why? Right? So far we had a Queen of Wands reverse and a Capricorn come out. That energy. So there could be also, the Queen of Wands reverse could also be obsessed with her reputation. But who are you? What reputation? You don't have an identity to be worried about losing, because you don't even... You're worried about losing something you don't have, which is a reputation. Right? You need an identity for that. And this Queen of Wands reverse, thank you, she doesn't have that. Alright? So she's trying to copy your identity. Hiding who she really is, very obsessed, very... But you see that. You see who she is. Right? This man is trying to trap you with a baby, trying to use you for money, right? But they're also obsessed with their hood booger reputation. You want a reputation, you're from the streets, you're for the streets, you're of the streets, but the streets don't even claim you. The streets are literally and figuratively eating you up and chewing you out, okay? This could also be a man that sleeps for money. Alright, let me see. My nose is so itchy. You know what I think? I think this man did something for money sexually. Did something for money. I feel like I picked up on this before already. Yeah. I think this man did something for money. And this Queen of Wands, this woman who's obsessed with you, witnessed it, maybe even encouraged it, maybe was even part of it, but she knows this man did something sexually for money. And it could have even been with another man. I'm getting the word fellatio. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. Alright, but anyways, let's move on. And I'm only... listen. 3 of Swords upright on the bottom of the deck. These are broken people. I feel like their own actions, like, breaks them. The things that they do breaks them. And then they still do them. Right? Now, there's a difference between doing something, knowing that you shouldn't do it. You learn your lesson from that, and then you're like, okay, I learned my lesson. I learned from this betrayal. I learned from this heartbreak. I learned from this embarrassment. I learned from this humiliation. I learned what I had to learn. Right? That's a whole different thing. But these are people that are continuously, deliberately doing the same thing that's breaking them. To the point where now they're chained to the devil. There's a man and a woman in the devil card. And they're both chained to the devil. This is a woman. This is like a Bonnie and Clyde energy. Right? And I do think that this man did something like that for money. Either with this Queen of Wands reversed. Or she was aware or encouraged it. Maybe she encouraged it to blackmail him with it. But that's not your business. It's only coming up because they're coming up. They're saying, fix us, fix us. We're broken people, fix us. And you're like, no, thank you. You're too protected. You're being protected from these people. You're being protected. You're being told who these people are, too. And you know. Oh, my gosh, you know. You know. Right? And if you don't know, then you need to meditate. But, oh, my gosh. I feel like, yes, this woman watched this man... This woman watched this man go down on another man for money. And I feel like she was there. Like, she encouraged it. Or, like, said something like, no, you're good. I got you. Don't worry. I won't tell anybody. And now, just in turn to, like, blackmail him with that information. Right? Because, like, again, this person, I'm getting so lightheaded. This person being so much for the streets, right? You're a hood booger. You want to be seen for the streets hard, but you're doing things with other guys for money. The streets are gonna chew you out for that, right? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, please let me know, because I really don't think they're gonna get the kind of respect that they want, right? That's the reputation that they're trying to, like, they're going to be known as that. They don't want that to be their reputation, right? The Hierophants on top of Elders, you're being told who everybody is. You know who's who, what's what. God is sending your protection. God is giving you what you need to know to do what you got to do. And God is, like, also, there's like a barrier all right, when it comes to you and these people. And I do think there was another entity that grouped up a bunch of people, liars and manipulators, specifically liars and manipulators, grouped them up in one setting, one pile, essentially, so that way it's just easier for you to be like, oh, they all suck, throw them out. That was a gift to you. Probably God said, listen, go do this. And this entity was like, yes, of course, absolutely. Right?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, my love.
I got some lotion.
Yeah. The strength reverse. Yeah, your light bothers these demons. Your light bothers their demons. These are weak individuals. Like I said, you need to sit down, okay, to this devil card, to this man and a woman that's in this devil card that's being run by the devil, okay, because they're no match for you. Your elders, your team, the Most High God, there's no match. Look, we have the Hierophants and the devil out here. This is a war. This is a war. And there's no match. Because who is the devil against the Most High God? My phone just lit up. These people, they're no match for you. Okay? Whatever's running them, it's not. I'm getting irritated now. I am. Alright? Because it's getting harder for me to talk. And that's not because I'm getting tongue-tied. It's because I need to make sure that I need to make sure that I stay level-headed, because I'm going to cut throat with my words. Alright? Okay. So anyways, these people could be acting petty towards you or wanting to be petty towards you. But God's like, it's like the devil will try to get up off his throne, and God's like, what? You got it. Right, because I thought so. You're right. I thought so. I definitely got that. You're right. Alright, I'm gonna get like 2 to 3 more. The King of Wands reverse just came out. And I know, I just said Bonnie and Clyde, right? And the Queen of Wands reverse came out on the bottom of the deck. Now the King of Wands reverse is coming out. This is a King of Wands reverse and a Queen of Wands reverse. A Bonnie and Clyde. These are this is a man and woman that are being run by the devil. Run, devil, run. Right? That's who they are. I know who these people are. Okay? And if you don't know, you need to meditate. Alright? And they're getting irritated because you're not doing what they want you to do, which is heal them. Let them copy. Let them take your identity. Let them play in your face. Let them be like, oh yeah, she thinks I like her, but I don't like her. Like, no, I know you don't like me. Hi to you too, right? And they're getting irritated and they're getting impatient because they thought by now they would have been in, W of their master plan to take you down. And they can't even get past plan A. So sit down. And this King of Wands in reverse can't even sit in his throne. He's falling out of his throne. And this is a man who's obsessed with his reputation and is worried because he's sleeping with other guys for money, and he doesn't want his reputation to be known as that because he's for the streets. He's a hood booger. He wants to be tough and hard. But do your friends know that you're giving other guys head for money? I'll get one more. I know I did say like 2 to 3 more, right? There's a difference too. In the devil card, there's 2 people. There's a man and a woman, right? 2 people. And they have their back turned against the devil. And it's kind of like the devil is commanding them. So they don't have a choice. All right? In the Hierophant card, there's two people, and the two people are facing the Hierophant. So they're all face to face. And that's more like of a conversation. It's more like, instead of like, I command you to do this, it's more like, your request is our honor. We will happily obey you. Right? Like, it's like we want to, like, if there's joy in obeying a good leader, right? But this man and this woman, they feel like they have no choice. That's why there's the change there. All right? I'm getting irritated. I'm getting irritated. Whew, okay. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're getting irritated because they can't get out of this energy. I mean, did you think that you were going to get the Wheel of Fortune by listening to the devil? Not even listening. You don't have a choice. You think that you're going to make a deal with the devil, you do this for me and I will give you riches. No. Okay, but now do this for me. Well, we did that. Okay, no, but now do this for me. Okay, but we did that. We did everything you said. Okay, but now I have 2 more things for you to do. When you finish those 2 things, I need you to do 3 more things for me. These people were, they thought they're never going to reach their destination, not with the devil. The 3 of Pentacles reverse, or upright. Yeah, these are people that are collaborating with each other. It's a King of Wands reverse, a Queen of Wands reverse, and the devil. It's a collaboration. They're working together to gain something, right? They're working together to take you down to gain your Wheel of Fortune. But surprise, surprise, they're no match for you. So therefore, they can't get the Wheel of Fortune, right? You're protected. You got God. You got your elders, right? You have your sight. You could be a high priestess, whether you're masculine or feminine. All right. I don't know who told them that they can do this. The devil. But I feel like the devil was just like, free souls. The devil probably knew this was not going to happen. But the devil, being the devil, was like, free souls for me. You'll never reach your destination. But who cares? I got free souls. Woohoo! This is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.